Jackie Sarrell.
So, I have a secret. I feel like we're all friends now, so I'm going to tell you. I really think I'm going through a midlife crisis. I'm trying to figure out what I want to be if I grow up. I've always been a late bloomer. I was a virgin until marriage. Second marriage. So I've been trying a lot of different things to see what I like doing. I tried pole dancing, but as you can see, I'm very short. And by the time I climbed to the top of the pole and came back down, everybody was leaving. I tried racing exotic cars, but I had a hard time reaching the pedals. And you can't really put a booster seat in a Lamborghini. So I tried being a florist, but I got in trouble for waterboarding my plants. I took guitar lessons. I always wanted to do that. I thought it would be so cool if I could have an all-girl rock band, which right now would be like a menopausal Josie and the Pussycats. But I had a great name for the band. I was gonna call us Hormonal Imbalance, right? The problem was there are not a lot of gigs that start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I decided to try comedy. It's very hard to break into the industry. They're always looking for the hot new thing, and the hottest thing about me are my flashes. So I tried doing stand-up at my mother's dementia unit. I felt very young, and I have to tell you that they loved me. I killed, not literally. All I had to do was tell the same joke over and over. And people kept dying, so I always had a new audience. Yeah, it worked out for me. So I have a teenager, which means I have gotten really good at telling when she is high. It's a skill. Every Saturday night, it's the same thing in my house. She comes home after midnight, she goes into the kitchen, she eats a pint of ice cream, bag of Doritos, maybe some Malamars, and then she comes right over to me and she puts her face right in my face. That bitch is checking to see if I'm high. Nerve of her. I do have a medical marijuana card. It's legitimate because I have a bad back, as you can tell from my very sensible shoes that I'm wearing. But the pot dispensary that I go to is so boring. It takes all the fun out of buying weed. I think that they should combine dispensaries with other businesses. Like you could combine it with a restaurant and call it Cannabistro. You could combine it with a bar and call it Gin and Chronic. Or you could combine it with a coffee shop and call it Starbuds. But the line is very long, but it's worth it because where else are you going to get a grande herbicino, half calf? Sorry, I cracked myself up. So, I'm a published author. I have 30 words in Urban Dictionary. 30. I know you're thinking, her parents must be so proud of her. And I'd like to share some of my words with you. When you have the same breast implants for 13 years, and you want to celebrate, you can throw them a boob mitzvah. If you're a lady of a certain age, unfortunately your vagina is going to go into a coma. I like to call that a vajoma. And not even Prince Charming's kisses can wake that up. If you're pleasuring somebody with your hands, and you're not really into it, and you know they can tell, you're giving them a bland job. When you see a sex toy that's so big, you run out of the room, that is a dildont. When you have sex with somebody for the first time and you're really nervous, you're suffering from bangxiety. And my favorite word, if you fake a climax so you can get to sleep earlier. And who hasn't done that? You've just had a snorgasm.